If you make a manta flow simulation, then always apply the scale of the domain first. For that, just click on the domain, press Ctrl A and scale. And now the scale is applied. If you make a rigid body simulation and the origin of the object isn't in the center, then it can cause some weird problems. So for that, just click on the object, go here to object and set origin to geometry. Here we have two objects with the same material, but we want to let explode only this object. And if we go to Object, Quick Effects and Quick Explode, the problem is that Blender automatically adds some nodes for the explode shader, and this would also affect the other object. So what we have to do is just make an unique material first and then apply the explode shader. If you want to use a plane as a collision object in a fluid simulation, then you first have to go to the settings and set the surface thickness to something like 1. The same problem is if you want to use the plane as an emitter, so you would also have to go to the settings and then search for surface emission and set it to something like 1. If your collision object doesn't work properly, then make sure that the normals are pointing outside. For that, just go into the edit mode, then to the overlays. Here you can activate the display normals and crank up the size a bit. Yeah, and now we can see something because the normals are pointing inside. And what we can do here is just press Alt N and then say flip. Liquid simulations unfortunately don't support the normal motion blur, so you would have to do it in the compositor. And to do that, you first have to set the format volumes to Unicache and make sure that you have activated the Z and the vector paths. After you have rendered the simulation, you can add a vector blur node, put it in between and connect the depth and the vector. If you have a very detailed cloth and want to make a simulation with it, then you could just duplicate it and use the duplicate as a proxy. For that we have to use a decimate modifier, unsubdivided 10 times or what you want. Apply the modifier. Then we go to the original cloth. Select a surface deform modifier. As the target we choose the proxy. And after binding it, the original cloth will deform like the proxy. And so we could put a cloth simulation on the proxy and this will also affect the original cloth.